It's Cash Color Cannabis, a high level of conversation on LivehiphopDaily.tv. And this night is sponsored. Well, this episode is sponsored by Atlantis Clothing. Everything from our Atlantis Signature Collection to our Drug Lord Collection, Return to Viper collections, are all available for purchase. And if you purchase tonight between 9 and 11, if you use promo code Cash Color Cannabis, you'll save 10% off your entire order. So head to AtlantisClothing.com right now and go shopping right now. All right, man. So tonight we got a super dope guest in the building, y'all. And you know what? If you're a fan of Cash Color Cannabis, you actually seen his face before. He's very close to being an OG. I tell people when you get here, when you make it to a third time, you OG level. Like that's shout out to my boy Big Chico. Big Chico OG level.
Shout out Big Chico, man. I fuck with Big Chico.
Man,
bro.
Chico's probably one of my favorite guests ever. I told Chico after he did the last one, I was like, bro, I gotta get you one every year. Like every year we gotta do a follow up with Chico, just see what you're doing.
Yeah.
But J.Rain's been here before, man. Shout out to my boy being in the studio again, second time. You almost on OG. Say, hey, what's up, Joe?
What up, people? Pulling up.
Almost OG status at this point, man. But for those who don't know or those who aren't familiar with who you are, man, please introduce yourself.
I'm J.Rain, man. I'm from Alabama. I've been out here for a couple years, rocking and rolling, and I'm a creative and I love doing dope shit.
That's what's up, man. Alabama's own, man. Like, what part of Alabama are you from?
Tuscaloosa. You familiar?
Yeah, am I familiar? Yeah, like Alabama, University of Alabama.
Right, for sure.
Yeah. Plus, my family from Alabama. They from Camden, though. It's down there by Selma.
I'm familiar.
Yeah. They down there. But that's the country.
Yeah, I mean, it's a lot countryer than Tuscaloosa, but it's all the same. We all relate, you know what I'm saying?
When I was a kid, like my grandfather and grandmother have a farm down there. And it was the first time I went to the bathroom. You had to go to the bathroom outside. Like,
right.
They have inside plumbing. And I was like, damn, I'm a kid from Boston. Like, you know what I mean? I got a toilet. You know what I'm saying? Like, flush it. I don't got to go get well water.
A big culture shock.
Big culture shock, bro. That and just the heat.
It's super fucking hot in Alabama.
Bro, I see why slaves is like, fuck it, I'm out. Like nigga, you know what I'm saying? Like on God, I'm out, dog. It's just way too hot to even be fucking dealing with y'all right now, man. But so you Tuscaloosa's own. How'd you get into music in the first place?
I've always had a thing for music, even as a kid. My mom will tell you, like, I was the one walking around the house beating on shit, pots, pans, and things like that. 6th grade, I picked up an instrument. I played in a band all the way from 6th grade until my freshman year of college. I marched a year in the HBCU band. And
what instrument you play?
Play the tuba.
Oh, that's you heavy equipment, man.
Yeah, big dog. You know what I'm saying?
Was you ever part of KK Side?
I did not pledge KK Side, but I got a few homies that did KK Side.
Man, that's a gang. That's a gang for real.
I'm gonna tell you some real shit, bro. KK Side is not even active on my campus.
Is it because they got kicked off?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, bro. I went to Johnson C. Smith, and I got my first acquaintance with KK Side was they used to have these house parties, and I used to think there was a gang, like straight up. I was like, yo, the way the band click up, I wouldn't fuck with none of y'all.
Hey man, the band, they stick together. That's one thing that I did learn while I was in like a HBCU band. They stick together because we together all the time.
Yeah.
We in the sun, we marching, we up late, we up early. You know what I'm saying? So we gotta stick together. So I fuck with all my band people, and yeah, shout out to bands all over the world. We stepping.
You still play? you still tuba? Is that how you do it? Your tuba? Is it tubaing?
Tubaing. Nah, I haven't played the tuba in years. I would love to just try it out and see like if I still remember any of that shit. But I haven't played in a minute.
I'm trying. Oh man, can somebody go downstairs and open the door real quick? Appreciate that. I just looked at it's so crazy the tuba because I'm trying to think what song did I ever hear a rap song with the tuba on it, and it was Let My Niggas. What was Wu-Tang shit that Let My Niggas Live, Nas and all them, Nas with the it was Nas and the Wu, nigga. That was the first time I ever heard a tuba on a record. We need to hear more tuba.
Hey, I like to put like a lot of bass in my songs, and bass and brass and like real deep instrumentation. Yeah. So I kind of get a lot of inspo from that.
That's what's up, man. So growing up, did you see yourself doing anything other than music? I mean, I know band shit. If you was in band, music was life anyway. But you ever thought about stepping out and saying, yo, I might be an accountant?
Nah. When I first got in college, my major was elementary education because I said I wanted to be a kindergarten teacher.
Why can I see that right now looking at you? Like J. Dot, the kindergarten teacher.
Yeah, I mean, I love kids, man. You know, just being around them and like making them laugh and stuff. My mom's a teacher. She's been an educator all my life. So I feel like that was the easiest thing to do, like being around her and shit. My dad's a mortician. I didn't want to fuck with that. So I was like, shit, I'm gonna be a teacher because that shit easy. And then I slowly started to see that it wasn't that easy. So I ended up getting into like mass communication with the minor in psychology, and just being in the entertainment field, just it was exciting to me, and I kind of made my way into music from there, and I just haven't looked back.
You know, on the slick though, morticians get money. You know what I mean? Like black wealth was built on a certain lot of industries. One of them was that. Like morticians, man. There's like generations of morticians.
Yeah, man. Shout out my pops, man. Rainy Mortuary Services back in Tuscaloosa, man. He doing his thing.
What shook you, man? Was it doing the embalming, or was it just dealing with dead people in general? Embalming would have been it for me. Like I ain't cutting up nobody. I ain't doing nothing.
It's a bit of both, man. It's just like having to be around dead people, and like I'm not really fond of shit like that. You know what I'm saying? He been doing it my whole life, so he's kind of accustomed to it, but that's never been my thing.
We need to get him on some of these reality shows. They're making so many reality shows about families who are morticians now.
Yeah.
Man. Yeah, go on Netflix. There's like 3. There's one in Spanish, too.
I'm going to have to holler at him about that. That's a bag, man. We're
Yeah,
trying to get all bags,
bro.
man.
There's one in Spanish right now, and I was tripping on that. I was like, dang, so morticians really be getting it like that. That's what's up, man. So you've always been inspired by music. What are some of the acts that inspired you as far as when you came up? And did any of them inspire your style, like personally?
Jay-Z, Kanye, Currency, Drake, Master P, Outkast, Cole, usual suspects for real.
That's what's up, man. That's what's up. You know, usual suspects. The Cole one's the shocking one to me.
Hey, man, I think I related to him the most just because it was like he was in college. I went to college. He was like the different type of guy, amongst other artists. So I just felt like that's why I fit into the equation.
Cole, I give you that because Cole's probably the most regular rapper on earth. Like I saw him performing with Ari Lennox yesterday, and it looked like the outfit he had on, it looked like you just came out the gym.
Nigga fuck around had some hooper shorts then.
Yeah, he had some hooper shorts on. Like, bro, he came out there with some slides on. I'm
right.
like, you come out here to perform like that?
Hey, man, when you got a bag and when you as talented as him, like that shit don't matter, man. You just hit it to entertain. So
yeah. So when I first came across the name J. Rain, it was when you were part of Scotty's Cool Club.
100%.
Yeah, man. So how did you catch the ear of Scotty in the first place, and what made you link up with the club?
When I met Scotty, it was initially I was a fan. I was in college, and this is back when like blogs were really, really heavy. So he was popping up on like Dirty Glove Bastard and like hot new hip hop and shit like that. And I was like, damn, it's a nigga from the South, and he got like the same type of flavor that I'm into. You know what I'm saying? I'm just gonna start tapping in. So I started downloading more of his music and really like just supporting his movement. And I found out that he had a show in Birmingham, which is like, 45 minutes from where I was going to school at the time. So I'm like, all right, cool. I'm finna shoot down here to the show. Went to the show. After the show, I'm like in starving artist mode. I'm like, shit, I'm gonna run up on him and see if, he'll listen to my music, or let's like find a way to make some shit work. Yeah. And of course, he's finishing his show. So he's like, yeah, just talk to my manager. So I holler at his manager and he get my number. And it kind of was dead from there. I didn't really hear back from him. And I ended up doing a record with a producer by the name of John Quest out of Mississippi, and he put Scotty on the record with me. And for me, that was exciting because it was like, damn, this, I've been watching this guy like come up, and he put me on the record with him. So this is a moment for me. Scotty, double back. He ended up reaching out like, yo, like I remember you, bro. I didn't, you hard. Like, what we need to do. And he ended up inviting me to Atlanta one weekend. I came, and he showed me around the hood, introduced to his people, his manager at the time, DJ, and it was love from that point. Like, he was very hospitable. He showed a lot of love.
That's what's up. I'm sure you was geeked up at that moment. Man. Yeah. He invited me up to the A. He invited me all to his friends and all that shit.
That was super exciting.
That was a moment, man. And
right.
You did eventually join Cool Club, and y'all was part of that little mix for a little while. And you did put out some music with them for a minute, but
right.
You did separate eventually. What led to the separation?
I think it was just growth, man. Yeah. Like, and that's just the best way to put it. When you start to recognize your worth as an artist, or recognize where you want to go, you want to make sure that the people around you are making that happen. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? And it just kind of got to a point where it wasn't happening for me in the ways that I needed it to, and we just kind of agreed to kind of part ways.
I feel you. It must have been hard working with another artist. You know, they often talk about how hard it is to work with an artist, but when you work with an artist, say like Scotty has like 1 million streams. Like, shout out to his album streams.
Right, streams.
You know what I'm saying? You got a lot of other things going on, and your focus might not necessarily be all the time on working with the artist underneath you. Did you find that an issue as far as working with another artist, and knowing that, you know, he also has his own career and he also has all these other streams? Like, he's going to be working on these. Probably ain't going to be able to put all the focus on me like I would need to.
Yeah, that shit was hard, man. Like, you know, aside from the fact that, like, I'm spending a lot. I'm from Alabama, bro. Like, I don't know nobody in Atlanta. Like, I came here off the strength of this guy, you know, trusting him and believing in what he had going on at the time. So it was extremely tough because it's like my brother, you know what I'm saying? I'm looking at him and we not seeing eye to eye. It's like, damn, outside of me having, you know, a business relationship with you, you know, you my dog. I don't want to like take this from business and, you know, we dealing with this on another level.
Yeah.
But, you know, it was pretty tough, man.
That's hard, man. You know, did you find yourself going through any kind of like depressive states? You know, because I could understand, like you say, you in a new city, you thought this was your moment, and now you realize I might have to reroute. Like, did anything hit you mentally? Like, man, I just got, you know,
Yeah.
you in that dark space.
Hey, man, you come with all the good questions, man. But
I do
you
this,
got to
man.
let it out.
Yeah.
I think that I went through a long period where I wasn't like, I felt inadequate. I feel like, damn, I missed my mark.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So now I'm beating myself up and not really wanting to make music, not really like inspired, and really just trying to figure my way out through the shit, you know?
Yeah. Well, I know. Was the separation amicable? Like, will we ever see like a chance that you two would collab in the future?
You had to ask him, man. You had to ask him. Just keeping it real. You know, he's doing his thing, man. I still keep up with him from time to time, and I see he just did some shit with Issa Rae.
Bro, you slugged up.
Yeah, he slugged up. He in the magazine, People Magazine, man. Shout out Scotty, man.
Yeah.
Shout out Scotty ATL, man.
Yeah, Scotty definitely got a grind that should inspire some people, man. Because I remember when I remember short hair Scotty. You know what I'm saying? Now he dreadhead, like you watching him really come up in a lot of different ways. So
Yeah.
Shout out to that boy. Shout out to Scotty ATL, man.
For sure.
But now you back on your indie grind. Long story short,
Yes, sir.
you back doing it SoundCloud. You back trying to upload your own music. You back doing it where everything is in your own hands. Do you feel more comfortable on the indie side of things? Like
Shit,
doing all
yeah.
that?
Like, you know what I'm saying? I think that it's better for me because I'm a creative, man. Like I want shit how I want it, even if I gotta design it myself, if I gotta mix it myself, if I gotta edit the video myself. Like I want it done like my way. So I think that is good for me because I don't have to wait. You know what I'm saying? I don't have to like go to higher ups and get approval. You know what I'm saying? I just kind of get it done. You know, don't get it twisted. Like I'm all down for like teamwork and shit like that, but I ain't gotta wait on shit. I can do it how I want to do it.
Yeah, and I think that's a good thing. You know, often we talk about how easy, well, it's been mentioned that it's easier for you to be an artist nowadays and control your own career because you can put out your own music. There's a lot of things you can do on your own. Do you feel like it is easier for you to be an artist that way, though? Because when you say it's easy to just upload and do your own shit, that now it means it's not just you. You know what I'm saying? There was a time where you did need to have a team. You did have to have a certain amount of money. You need to be in certain studios, all that shit. Right now, you can make a record in your closet. You know what I'm saying? Drop it on TikTok and it could go around the fucking world.
You know what's crazy? I recorded Step at the crib in the closet, bro.
He's like, fuck you, man.
Yeah, I recorded Step at the crib, like on some like chilling shit, not knowing that it would put me where I am today. You know what I'm saying? And I still have a long way to go, but that just kind of is a testament to what we're talking about. Yeah, I feel like it's easier in that sense that you can just, you know, get on your computer and record shit and drop it, but you also have more of a responsibility. Now you gotta like put you some dollars into it.
That's
now you
right.
gotta pay more attention to like ads and make sure you target it into the right people.
You're a businessman. Like at this point now you fully understand, I guess, how business people are. That you have to, this is a 24-hour job. Like there's really no breaks and there's really no days off. So you got to book your own shows. You got to get your own studio time, get your own DJs. You got to work that record your damn self.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
it's a big leap from that point. And you've been doing a pretty good job at it, man. Congratulations.
I appreciate it, man. I learned a lot from like being around Scotty and like watching him work like the Cloud 9s Lines and the Bust It Open record, and you know, all the records that was really like big. I was here for those moments, you know what I'm saying? Going to the radio stations, going to the DJs. You know, you gotta like court them a little bit, buy them a drink. Now all the DJs want to drink Casamigos. Casamigos super expensive, you know what I'm saying?
Casamigos been out for so fucking long. Like, when did people just realize Casamigos existed?
My nigga, Casamigos so motherfucking expensive. You know, like I'm going out every other night trying to get DJs to play this. Everybody want to drink Casamigos.
Man, look, go
$200 a night.
What you need to do is go ahead and get you a label. Go get you a Casamigos label and hit them with some Absolute. I bet you they ain't gonna know the difference.
Gee, it's tough.
We gonna see. First.
Shout out to DJs though, man.
But that's real. You gotta really be out here and moving your feet, man. You gotta shit. A lot of them were like smoking. You gotta pull up with some blunts. You gotta pull up with some weed, bro.
A lot of them like to smoke weed, so
man,
that's easy.
Yeah,
you can smoke all day.
That is easy, isn't it, man? Don't give away the cheat code, but that is easy. You pull up with a blunt, they want to talk. For one, you gonna talk to me for a good minute because I'm gonna be here for this.
Yeah, you gonna at least stay long enough to smoke this blunt. You know what I'm saying? So.
Yeah, that's what's up, man. So you definitely are learning a lot being an artist on your own. What kind of advice would you give to somebody who's I guess stepping out like yourself right now, trying to take control of their own career?
Keep up with your paperwork. Make sure you legit all the way around, because you don't want to run into situations where you download music off YouTube or you're not paying people. You get a bad rep, bad name. You know what I'm saying? Stay prayed up. Believe in yourself. Don't listen to the voices in your head. It's 24 hours, man. Like this shit don't stop. And while you chilling, somebody else is out there taking advantage of the same 24 hours. So like, just make sure you keep your feet to the ground and keep moving at all times. Like, even if you just one foot in front of the other, man.
Shout out to my man Nick Love. You know what I mean? I'm gonna give Nick Love a shameless plug right now.
Give him all the flowers, bro.
Shout out my man Nick Love. Last time Nick Love came up here, he had the top 50 Atlanta artist list. And when you talk about some shit that went crazy, that went crazy. After he came up here, at least 5 artists came up here to challenge why they weren't on the list. Like Nick, that dude, man.
Nick a real nigga, man.
Yeah, facts, man. And Nick is one of the reasons why you're here right now. Because
word,
I'm on Twitter. Literally, I know this. I'm on Twitter, and if you follow Nick Love, shout out my man Nick Love again. Follow Nick Love ATL on Twitter.
Please.
Nick will post a lot of ridiculous shit. He's one of them dudes who
and random facts.
Man, and random facts, man. He one of them dudes who literally, when he posts, it's like you gotta know this is about to be an argument, dog. But one day he's not doing that. One day I'm online and he's like, man, this J. Rain album, this J. Rain step record is it. This is it right here. And I was like, dog, I feel like I just saw J. put that record on Instagram. So I immediately went to YouTube. I typed you in. I was like, we can listen to this song. And like, man, I'm talking about maybe 30 seconds into the record. I'm like, yo, that's it.
You know what's crazy? Everybody says that it's literally like 30 seconds or less, and you already locked in.
You know it's it that minute, man. So I was like, let me see if I can link up with J. I know he was in the studio a while ago and said, man, I want to be on the show. I pretty much hit you with the industry probably. Like, yeah, let me get back to you.
No, it was perfect timing though. You know what I'm saying? Of course. Like back when Chris had his interview, it was perfect timing for him. Like he doing amazing. Shout out my brother Chris, man. He out down the West going crazy. But I just feel like it's perfect timing. You know what I'm saying? So I mean, I appreciate it.
No doubt, man. So getting back to the record, man. So Step, for those who don't know, go Google J. Rain right now. Go on Spotify.
Normal Step.
Go to Tidal, all that stuff, man, and listen to that record. Step's a bomb. Talk to us about that record. Like who did the production? And what was your vibe like after you heard it?
All right, so it's produced by Hugo Black. He produced a song called "On the Come Up" by Lil Easy and G Herbo. I think he out of Chicago. Like I told you earlier, I recorded it in my second bedroom. And I literally, after I finished the song, it's only like 1 minute and 46 seconds long, but immediately after I finished, I got up from the studio table and I walked out of the room. I said, "This the one," and that was it.
Yeah. And
like the response has been crazy. It's definitely been a blessing for sure. Biggest song that I've had to date, and I think this one's gonna be real special, bro.
That's what's up. So what's been the process of trying to work it? Like I know you just mentioned about working with DJs. You gotta get the Casamigos, you gotta get the wine, but also, I mean, you gotta get the weed. But also, there's so many other levels you got to run through now. There's TikToks. There's trying to get people on social media to repost it for you. There's so many different things you got to do now as an act. How is it like kind of working this record right now?
So initially, man, I dropped it on the Forecast Volume 1, which is an EP on all streamers. Y'all make sure y'all get that with 2 other singles, Tip Top and FYI. But when I initially dropped it, it was just like, you know, my day ones and people who had been following me, they kind of, you know, they either took to that one or they took to the other records. And for me, that was my favorite record. I liked it. It was upbeat. It was, you know, high energy. And I've always been into like making memes and different shit like that. So I made a meme for it and I put it on my Instagram. I shared it. And it was a relatable meme. I think it was like, would you stomp out your ex for $1 million? And it had the song playing in the background with like these Arabs like stomping like a motherfucker. And you know what I'm saying? Like people was fucking with it. So like it started getting shared here and there. And I'm like, all right, I see what's going on. But then maybe a couple weeks later, Bishop from ATL Top 20 ended up reposting it. And it kind of went slick viral, and that's what kind of took it over the edge. It went like 500,000 views. Word. It started getting like picked up by different little meme pages and different like just people just was sharing it. So I'm like, okay, maybe we got something.
Man, make sure you put your watermark on all the videos, bro.
Definitely.
Like from here on out. From
Definitely.
here on out, put a little J. Rain here. Maybe put it at the middle so nobody could crop you out.
Yeah.
But make sure whenever they repost that, they know this is J. Rain.
Yeah, that's what's been helping me a lot, man. Just kind of doubling down on the reels and the memes and shit like that. I haven't really broken to TikTok, man. I'm fingers crossed on the TikTok because I know as soon as it go TikTok, it's over.
It's over, and that's a TikTok record, to be honest with you. That step record, like you gotta get you a little dance, like, you know, I'm gonna step. No, I'm gonna come on, get you a little dance or something.
So the creative thing that I've been doing, man, I kind of been shouting out the radio stations, different personalities. I got to do a CashColorCannabis step version.
Please do.
You know what I'm saying?
Do a Live Hip Hop Daily step version, bro. You got to do a Live Hip Hop Daily
exactly,
step version,
but I did one for Greg Street, Ferrari Simmons. I did one for all the radio stations, 85 South, and I just been like sharing them, but now they starting to pick up on them, so it's like, oh, he made this for me, you know what I'm saying? And it's making it organic, you know?
Yeah.
And I fuck with that.
Bro, that's crazy, because I started getting into making my own memes too, man. Simple facts. Because I got tired of posting other people's shit.
Right.
Bro, that's the easiest way to get so much traction. Like, I forgot that people just like posting stuff that's like just there. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like they don't take a whole lot of thought. Man, right. Anybody who's out there, artist, creative anyway, go learn how to make you a meme, man.
Yeah, if you know how to do everything for yourself, it's a lot easier and it's a lot cheaper.
Yes, you can't knock that, man. And I really believe that this record is a banger, man. Like
I appreciate that, bro.
Yeah, and I don't say that pretty easy. Shout out to Aziz Ansari, like he know what I'm talking about. Everything is not a banger. That's a banger, bro. That's about, like I say, 30 seconds into it, I'm like, yeah, this is it. I was actually scared for you because sometimes, yeah, for real, because sometimes artists will get a record and you know it's a big record, and it's like, I don't know if this record's too big for him right now at this moment, because I'm like, bro, it's really like, yeah, like I can hear other artists on this shit. I can hear you getting collabs from other acts. Like I felt like
I want that. I'm ready for that shit, bro. Like let's get it.
I was nervous. I was like, I hope the record's not too big for him.
My nigga, I've been thinking that too. Yeah. Like as the days pass, it's something that happens every day. Like I get some type of news, somebody heard it, or somebody hit me up like, are you signed? Like I've been getting those calls, bro. You know what I'm saying? So we gonna see, bro.
You know what you might want to do, and I'm pretty sure you probably thought of this level, but leave an open verse and maybe do an open verse contest and let other people drop their own verses on that shit. You talking about adding extra shit to it, maybe taking it to TikTok.
Yeah,
add that extra verse and do a little contest, man. Who want to get on this verse real quick? Whoever wins, I'll put it on a remix.
Hey,
I should be. I'm an
A&R
Mecca.
A&R Mecca. Hey, we've been talking about something like that, so that you might be onto something.
Hey, I like that idea, man, because I really think that record is big. I don't want to say too big for you, like you don't deserve it. I'm just saying, like I felt like, damn. I hope we know what to do with that.
Was it the beat or was it the lyrics?
It was the beat, lyrics, and the hook, and it was the pace of the record. You know what I mean? And like I could tell. Like, did you and the producer kind of work together on that to kind of actually produce the record? Because I feel like everything just kind of went hand in hand to where it was flawless. Like it really would have felt like this came through a major label situation. It was really really seamless.
It was. He dropped the beat on me, and
it's this good, and I'm not overhyping it. It's this good. If you drop that in a strip club, I can see strippers going crazy to you know I'm a step. Like, man, you talking about a step show. You know what I'm saying? Like you know I'm a step. Yeah. Homecoming's coming up.
Hey, I'm really trying to get that college tour bag for real.
For real, bro. Like even if you gotta go out there, like shout out to Wiz and Currency. I think they gave people kind of the lane that was the move. You know what I'm saying? You gotta take it to these colleges, but homecoming, man, homecoming around the corner. there's no way I should, from even like say if you go to North Carolina, shout out to John C. Smith, but we got the most HBCUs, period.
Right.
You make a tour around there, just making sure people know about Step, you're gonna pick some shit up.
We gonna see, bro.
Yeah, man.
I see a lot of big things in the near future for this song. So we gonna keep working it, man. It's really just phase 1.
Yeah. So I know you mentioned that you already had it on a EP already, but are you planning on repurposing it out? You know, saying maybe put another EP around this? Like
absolutely, absolutely, man. I had a whole project done, like, and was supposed to drop like 2 weeks ago, and then all this shit started happening, and we had to like scrap it. You know what I'm saying? Because we want to focus fully on that. We hadn't even had a video shot for Step yet. We had to shoot the video. We had to like put ads up and really just kind of replan everything because this shit done got big.
Yeah, man. Like it's really, it really is a dope record, man. And it's one of them things that you're gonna have to work. And again, I'll shout out to Scotty for that. Scotty worked Cloud9. Like he worked them records. It wasn't just like, hey, it just popped up one day and it was popping. You know what I'm saying? You really gonna have to work that record, boy.
And I think that's another thing that I kind of took away from him is just like knowing how to work the records and building on the relationships, because you can't just go fuck with a DJ one time and he gonna be playing your shit all the time. It's not gonna work like that. Like,
DJs got long memories, man, and they remember when you didn't come.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? They'll remind you.
On the nights when it ain't nobody in there.
Facts, bro. They remind you every day when you didn't pull up, dog. So yeah, you need to make sure you keep this in order because that's a dope record. That really is a good record.
Appreciate it, man.
No doubt, man. You know, right now we got the Verzuz playing in the background because apparently, like we was joking earlier, Verzuz clearly know CashColorCannabis happens on Tuesday. They love dropping Verzuz on Tuesday, like we go head to head. They can't fuck with us. The Verzuz can't fuck with CashColorCannabis. But right now we got a good Verzuz going on. Dipset versus the Locks. Have you watched any Verzuz in the past?
Yeah, I watched a few. I was watching the OG Verzuz when they was like on Instagram and shit. I haven't really watched the new ones.
You talking about like the Nelly and Ludacris when they
they was
IG sign videos and shit.
Bullshit. Hey, maybe it's yours. No,
it's
yours.
Maybe it's yours. I think it's your audio. I can't hear you. They're like backing in.
Yeah, I watched the Bow Wow Soulja Boy one. That was pretty funny.
Oh, I couldn't get my head wrapped around watching them.
It was more entertaining than it was like musically like exciting.
Bro, Soulja did everything first, man.
Hey, Soulja hard, bro.
Soulja did everything first, but I like the one that's going on tonight. We're gonna listen to it afterwards. Who's a dream Verzuz for you? Like, have you thought about any artists you want to see go head to head?
I want to see Usher and Chris Brown go at it.
Like fight or just like listen to this?
Nah, I want to hear them too. Like they both got a lot of hits.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So definitely them. I just want to hear maybe like Kanye and Drake.
Oh, that's another fight. Like we talking about a fight or we talking about because I think Ye want to scrap with this man at this point.
Who doesn't Ye want to scrap with, man?
Bro, I heard there was this party something other. There was a show on Vice where they used to talk about when people would come on and talk about random stuff that happened with them and artists, like kind of parties, and we got drunk and this, that, and the third happened. I remember this DJ talking about how he was lit, he was kicking it with Kanye West. Kanye invites him over to the crib, and they was kicking it, eating banana pudding and random shit, like just shit I would have never thought about. But he says, eventually he sees, Kanye's downstairs playing basketball, and he see Drake come across the yard, Drake and his crew. So they getting together almost like this is some professional basketball level shit. Like they in the backyard just kind of hooping. Yeah, like these niggas. They in the background having this like a real like a real ass game. And apparently Kanye wins by doing this, like grabs the ball, does this shit almost like some kid would do, like just kind of spins around 3 times and throws the rock up and it goes in.
That sounded like some Kanye ass
and
shit.
And it was game. And they were so serious. They said, yo, Drake just walked off. He didn't say bye. He didn't say nothing. He said they just left.
That sounded like some Ye shit, though.
I feel like they got that kind of beef. You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, like we live next door to each other. I might pull up on you and come hoop. And if you beat me, I'm just out. Like, we and my niggas just leave. We ain't even saying nothing, nigga.
Yeah.
So I think that might be that'd be a good Verzuz, though. I mean, I think, I'm about to say, I think Ye wins. Actually, I'm pretty sure Ye wins that one.
Does he?
The fact I said, let me think it, yeah, I think he does. Like, I feel like Drake got a lot of microwave music, to be honest with you. Like, when I say microwave music, you ever go to McDonald's and get something, and you know that if I don't eat this right now, there's no chance in hell. If I microwave this, is going to be good later.
Yeah.
That's Drake to me. Like, if I don't eat this right this second, if I listen to this in 2-3 months, there's probably a good chance I ain't going to fuck with it.
He got a few hits, though, man. Like, he got some hits.
Oh, I'm going to catch slander for this, but that So Far So Gone album is all microwave shit. Like when I first heard it, I was like, this is a magnificent. This nigga, he's the next dude. When they released that, and I went and listened to it again, I actually said to myself, how did you listen to this music? Like, this sappy, it's corny. I don't like this dude's voice. I'm almost talking like I ain't never heard no other record. Like, I'm really listening to this music like best I ever had. I'm like, dog, you sound like every lame nigga I ever met in my life. Like, dog, stop begging like this.
Oh
like,
my God.
But he makes hit records. I'm just saying, he's a microwave artist to Mecca. I ain't telling all y'all.
Shout out to Drizzy, man.
Yeah.
My nigga.
Do not have that stop, Jake. Do not have that stop Drake from jumping on the step
Hey,
remix.
please. Hey, listen, Drake, hop on that step remix.
Matter of fact, if you want to come on the podcast, we can have this full conversation. I just think that album in itself, you made good records, but it's just not. I don't know, man. I think some of his stuff is microwave. And Kanye got stuff that lives for lifetime. Like, I could pull this out of the refrigerator 8 times.
Yeah, that dude, man. Ye is literally my favorite artist, bro.
Really?
Yeah, bro.
I like Ye. You know, Ye's one of them dudes who I in order for me to like Ye, I literally have to separate Ye music from Ye the person. Because the person has been getting on my nerves way for a long time. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, he's really turned me off as that kind of dude. But like, we was listening to music earlier. Like, when you hear Famous, like when you hear No More Parties in LA, it's like, how he's undeniable. You know what I'm saying? Like, he really is that kind of act. But any other day, I like that shirt. Any other day, it's like, can I get you to shut up? Like, can you ever just? I don't want you to do that, because I know it's not good. That's not in his personality. It's probably part of why he's such a good artist. But just you as a person just aggravates me. It's like Drake. Drake as a person aggravates me too. Again, Drake. I don't know. This is words of Mecca and not even Live Hip Hop Daily. Don't have this backfire on J Direct.
Please.
But Drake, you can kind of corny to me, man. That too. That too. When I saw the heart in his head, I was like, see this guy.
Hey, man. Everybody got shit for him, man. I'm ready for that project to drop, man.
Facts.
Both of the projects, actually, Donda and Certified.
I hope he does what I think he's gonna do and drops it the minute. I think that's why Kanye been stutter stepping on a date, because I think Drake's that dude. Like, I think Drake will literally.
Drake is that dude that he will do that shit.
I think
bro.
Drake will drop an album. He'll shake the world like almost. And I'm gonna sound like a music aficionado, and I am. But he's gonna shake it up almost like how Blur and motherfucking Oasis did back in the day. Like, you gonna drop a song the same day for real? Okay, let's see Battles to the Top.
Yeah.
Or like Kanye and 50 did that day.
Yeah.
I think he's gonna. I think that's why Kanye been stutter stepping. He don't want Drake to drop that album and Drake overshadow him.
I don't know, man.
I don't know.
We gonna see.
I'll say this about Drake. Drake put time and effort into this work that I feel like is sometimes microwavable. Like, you can say that. Like, you can tell from the production on the just the way they assemble the music. He puts in work. It's just, to me, you got to hear this right now, because you might not like this in 3 more months.
Hey, man, you gotta play it cool, man. You know we gonna step. I'm stepping,
man. Shout out to Drake and shout out to Ye, man. But I would love to see them as verses, man. You know, right now we also in a space where it's almost so dangerous what to say. Like, even now, how we're joking and everything. I don't want people to go viral on me. Like, yo,
listen.
You know what I mean? We literally in this world. Like, I'm watching the baby even the last 2 weeks go through almost like what I call career suicide. Like, bro, it's just really, he doesn't know how to not do this at this point.
It's like when you trying to be too much of a real nigga.
Didn't Dave Chappelle tell us forever ago, man, when being
keeping
a real
it real
nigga
go wrong?
Bro, don't ever go to a concert, say something, and then jump on Twitter and say, y'all know I ain't say that shit. That's not number one. That's flaw number one, bro. Don't go up there and say you didn't say it when you clearly said it.
Right.
And don't say you're not going to apologize and apologize 3 times. Like,
right.
You know what I mean? Like, there's so many things you can't do when you're in a shit storm like you in. For real, the best advice I could have gave him was don't say shit. Like, you really live in a world that really, the way the news cycle moves, I put it this way, the way the news cycle moved, you forgot he even brought Tory Lanez on stage.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like, that should have been the highlight of the week. They clearly forgot that. Let it move, man. Like take your lumps and let it move, but don't try to fight a windmill.
Every time I get on social media, I see that he's been removed from a tour, and there's so many bags that he losing, and I hate it.
Yeah, man.
But, like, I'm taking this shit and learning from it. Like, when I get on stage, I'm for the crowd. Like, I don't give a fuck what you do when you leave here. Like, you know what I'm saying?
I don't care what you doing.
Fuck with me for these 15 to 30 minutes and I'm up here, and then y'all go do what y'all want to do.
Man, fuck Mac. I don't know what he's talking about Drake. You know what I'm saying? That ain't got nothing to do with my life. I feel you, man. And yeah, I guess it is a knock on the baby, man. You really should have took a beat and thought about that one for a second. But we live and we learn. I mean, but bro, gonna survive. I literally feel like we're in a world where you say the word cancel, but you actually can't cancel people. Like we're in a situation where people almost everything you do is self at this point. Like the most you could say is you're not on Interscope no more. Does that stop me from putting out music? Like you know what I mean?
The type of nigga the baby is, man, I could see him going and doing a song with Lil Nas X and all this shit. Just, you know what I'm saying? Like the type of nigga he is, I could see that happening, bro, and just break the internet.
Man, you talking about breaking the internet, bro? You know, I don't know, man. I want to keep going on, but that boy. Hopefully, he gets his bags back together. Like by next year, this time, hopefully, he's back on stages and he's learned whatever lesson he should have learned from this. I think the lesson is also know that freedom of speech doesn't mean freedom from repercussion. You know what I mean? Your freedom of speech is also my freedom of speech. We do this all day. It's why white supremacists always clash with people on Twitter. Like, yeah, you can say what the fuck you want to say. I also can too. So I think that's the biggest thing to take away from that. There's no such thing as all the way freedom of speech unless you want to live in a dictatorship.
Yeah, entertainment is still a business, man.
Facts, man. So when it comes down to it, man, let's say we 10 years down the road. Step is now sold 10 million copies, like French Montana. Yeah, like French Montana did with what's the joint he had with dude from Ray Shrummer, the Unforgettable record.
Yeah,
bro, I can't believe he did that. To be honest with you, I remember when I first heard French Montana, I said these words: he's cool, but he's a tri-state area artist. Like he's Connecticut, New York, Philadelphia. Like, we're never gonna see him.
French gonna keep one, bro. At least one.
I don't know how sometimes, man. But anyway, 10 years from now, you're 10 million records sold. You're now established as an artist. What do you want to be remembered for the most?
Just being a regular guy from Tuscaloosa, Alabama, who stayed focused and did it. Like I didn't like go and do anything else. I stayed down and I made it happen, and like I encouraged other people along the way. Like I just want to show people that it's possible. You ain't gotta like be the biggest trapper. You ain't gotta like be a killer. You ain't gotta go to school. You can go to school. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? You just be who you are, and like the people gonna love you for it.
Shit, you don't gotta be a mortician.
You don't gotta be a mortician.
Yeah, man.
What up, pops?
So, man, before we fade out of here, man, tell people how they could catch the record, how they could support you, and just in all that, man, how they could follow you, all that.
Okay, so if you want to follow me, my social media handle is j.rain on all platforms, JAYDOTRAIN. Step, the video is out right now on YouTube. The link is in my bio on Instagram. The song and the Forecast Volume 1 is out on all platforms. Tip Top, Step, FYI, 3 singles. I actually did 7 freestyles on Audio Max, so it's like a regular version and a deluxe version. So I did like a freestyle to like Lemon Pepper, Beatbox.
I saw that on SoundCloud.
Yeah. What else? I think that's about it, man. I fuck with everybody. I fuck with y'all. Thank you for having me.
No doubt, brother.
And Step, we stepping. We trying to take this bitch all the way to the top, man. So tell a friend. You know we gonna step, nigga.
Yo, that's a fact, man. And also, shameless plug before I get out of here. I'm currently at 9,888 followers. Can y'all help me get to 10,000? Like, tell a friend to follow CashColorCannabis. I'll follow back as long as they ain't talking about Forex or Bitcoin. Go ahead and follow the kid and help us hit that 10,000 mark so I can feel like I'm an actual Instagram personality.
And tell folks to swipe up.
Yeah, man. Yeah, get the swipe up, man, so I can go on live and have the badge and all that, man. Right. I want to monetize.
Hey, what they doing? They going yet?
Bro, that looks so New York. They look so New York. I just saw this dude.
Hey, yo!
Yeah, I just saw this dude's face. That looks so New York. All right, so we about to get into this verses. I don't want to confuse everybody who's listening to this on audio later. We about to go get into this verses. Thank you, J.Rain, for pulling up on us,
thank you for having me, for real.
Please follow that brother on all streaming platforms. Follow him on all social media platforms. And make sure you support a super dope artist. And that's CashColorCannabis, a high level of conversation on LivehiphopDaily.tv.
Yup.
Yep.